I'm Dr. Phil.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a W. It's your boy. I'm probably one of the nicest people that you're ever gonna meet. Schizophrenic gone fishing here. Back at it again. You may have heard the news. There's been a little bit of beef going on. I made a video last week about my good friend of the show, Mugen, the Roblox myth. He had never talked to me before, and he reached out to me. Clearly, his intent was to get me to defend him. He came into my DMs, first just offering me just a bunch of his own curated talking points to defend himself with, and I was like, okay, yeah, no. And I responded to it, and I kind of like smacked it out of his hand. Pretty much, in my video, kind of kept accusations or allegations, I kind of threw those to the wayside. I only kept in 3 in the end, and that is, I found him to be a groomer, incest fetishist, and a foot fetishist. The last of which not being a particularly egregious allegation, just something I thought kind of funny. His response, it's still coming. It's still coming in waves, because he really can't make up his mind and just deliver one point. He has to come back days at a time. So there's a couple things that I want to get out of the way before I get into this, because a lot of Mugen's response really could have been prevented if I just said this kind of stuff. First of all, he has this really annoying thing that he does that you're going to see a lot. The simplest way I can describe it is anybody who criticizes him is a predator or predator adjacent. It happened to me, it happened to Wizard, it happened to Toasty. We all get called the same thing. It's really just repetitive at a certain point, especially when it's not even accurate. A lot of the messages that people leaked of his are either between him and this person named ZZ, or mentioning this person named ZZ. And ZZ is a predator. Let's make that clear. ZZ is a predator. I did not mention ZZ that entire video. I think I put their name in text once. Mugen accused me, like he accused literally everybody else who f***ing criticizes him, of defending ZZ. Now, all I did was just criticize Mugen's actions, and that is not a defense of ZZ, and if you think that that's far-fetched, if you've been brainwashed into believing the garbage that Mugen is spewing out, allow me to present a hypothetical to you. A young man by the name of Kyle Rittenhouse, this is how you know it's going to be good, goes to a Black Lives Matter protest and shoots protesters in the so-called name of defending property. Now, it turns out, among the people that he killed, one of them turns out that they were actually a pedophile. Purely hypothetical story. In addition to this hypothetical, if I were to criticize Mr. Rittenhouse's actions and say, you know what, I don't care whose property he was defending, but it did not call for killing people in the name of defending property. If I said something like that, that would just be criticizing Mr. Rittenhouse's actions, right? But what if somebody said that I'm not only just criticizing his actions, but I am defending the pedophile that he murdered? That wouldn't make very much sense, would it? My camera's moved up a lot, but you can obviously see the parallels to Mugen here. He didn't kill anybody, obviously, but the hypothetical is proposed because Mugen didn't know that this person was a predator when they were dating. He just groomed them. Now, it turns out, after the fact, that this person was a predator. You could still criticize Mugen's actions without defending the person that was a victim of them, because I don't defend the person that was a victim of them. I'm just criticizing their actions. And if you just continue to sit here and babble about how anybody who criticizes you is defending a predator as a way to ward them off from criticizing you, shut the fuck up. Thanks. That's one of the many logical leaps that Mugen uses, and that you're going to be seeing a lot. Another one that's very common is you're going to be seeing a lot of what is, in the industry we call straw manning. That is when you kind of make like a false representation of someone's argument in a way to kind of discount them or make them look like, sillier. One such is the really egoistic claim that the reason that I made the video is because you threatened to ban me on your games, which I don't even need to disprove that when I stated why I was making the video, and I think it was pretty fucking clear, but you're just like, well, the great mugen in my fucking games. How is anybody gonna live without playing my games? So I'm gonna ban you. So are you just so triggered because I threatened to ban you? No. Now that I've gotten all of that out of the way, the final thing that I would like to address, I'm not threatened when you come into my DMs and say things about how you're gonna ruin my career. It's just kind of sad, and it's not a very healthy way to kind of sort out issues. I've given you plenty of chances to actually, healthily engage in debate, and every single time you have either repeated the same thing without listening to a word I'm saying, or just kind of like pseudo-threatening me. And that's not something that I am going to platform as if it is a legitimate way to debate. Okay? So fuck you.
Okay, hope we're recording. So this is gonna be, is that a lens flare? I put together a presentation for you, so please enjoy and hit that like and subscribe buttons. So as you can see right here, so Gone Fishing has said the word sex. Now this is actual evidence used by Mugen. This is very real evidence, and not only is it very real evidence, but it's also evidence of extreme wrongdoing. I'm pretty sure Jeffrey Epstein has said the word sex. I'm pretty sure the Columbine guys, they said sex before. So it's a very serious thing. When you say sex, it's bad. So I mean, clearly he got me. He got me with this one. I guess this is all out of context. Yeah, no, it's not. You owned me with these random messages of me saying sex, and then I wonder what this one is. I wonder what this could be. Oh, what do you mean it was a joke message that was sent to me 6? I mean, no, sorry, it definitely wasn't a joke. It was totally a real message. You owned me. I was doing an ERP in the announcements channel of my Discord server to a me6, a Discord bot. Obviously, that's what you think is going on here, right? It wasn't a joke in your eyes, right? And then he's got this as well. Now, what he is trying to imply here is that this video was privated because of the thumbnail, and that's simply not true. This video was privated along with every other transfer outbreak video because I didn't want anything but bad press going towards them when I found out that the owner was a pedophile. Mugen, are you seriously defending confirmed pedophiles? This just in, Mugen doesn't think that I should have deleted this video. He is defending confirmed pedophiles. So up next we've got, because there's suggestive fan art of him, and that is bad. And he brings up an excellent point here. This is absolutely bad until you realize that all the pieces that he shows here were made by someone who is much older than me, and they were both not asked for at all. We did not ask for them. They were just sent to us. We did not consent to this. They just drew them. And then this person was kicked out of our friend group, Paycheck Gang, a couple months later. There's also like a larger arcing story here, and that is with something called the Bad Fan Art Competition. Now, what is the Bad Fan Art Competition? It was something that I did when I was 14. I was like, everybody in my server like draw bad fan art of me, and then I'm gonna like put it in a video, and it'll be funny.
To make the worst fan art ever. It could be anything from just a sloppy drawing to straight up R34. What is that? Oh no. I swear, this is the kind of stuff that someone's gonna look back when I'm applying for a freaking job and they're gonna be like, yeah, you seem pretty qualified, but I don't know, man. I checked your Twitter and there's a bunch of this freaking vor art of you. What's up, bro?
I think at best you can say that it was reckless behavior. It's crazy that Gone Fishing was just covering this up. It would be crazy if, he actually acknowledged this just a month ago and made it like completely public.
There was this thing that we did back in like 2020. It just got way out of hand at a certain point. This thing called the worst fan art competition. At a certain point, it just like started being NSFW. There's just some stuff in there that I straight up didn't ask for. I get that it's like, you know, some of it's done in a joking manner. I don't care. Those are my friends, man. It makes me really uncomfortable.
Yeah, so there you go. I do appreciate the victim blaming and attacking me, saying that, like, yeah, no, I definitely wanted this NSFW fan art. I mean, that stuff made me really fucking uncomfortable, and I started just purging it at a certain point because it was a line where it crossed over from being, you know, okay, like, it's only like a joke for a certain amount of time, and I stopped, you know, I purged it, and then he's acting like it was some kind of malicious action of me trying to cover it up. No, I just got sick of fucking seeing it. You realize that shit makes me uncomfortable. I'm not okay with that kind of stuff. That's why it's been purged. Now, number 3, we got, oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but, Gone Fishing did say the word sex, at least 74 times in his server. I think he's then trying to, like, equate that and be like, oh, well, there's people that are minors in the server. Hey, jackass, I was also a minor, especially at the time of all of these screenshots. I was 14 years old.
This is all assuming that we're gonna pretend that, like, you know, saying sex is equal to grooming kids, you know?
Now, we got number 4. So, Mugen says that I lied about him when I said that, Mugen contacted me in an attempt to get me to defend him. Now, admittedly, on my side, sure, that was a bit of an educated guess, you know, it was based off of, like, you know, the information that I had, but, you know what, sure, if you want me to cave to that, sure, it was just an educated guess, but then what the fuck does it make this? You can't have it both ways. He's trying to say, oh, Gone Fishing lied about me and said that I wanted him to defend me, but at the same time, no, I never lied about Gone Fishing. I just assumed something. So which one is it, jackass? You can't have it both ways. Oh, the horror that Mugen assumed the same guy who admittedly called him a file for the fun of it was likely the one forwarding you the same BS allegations. That's actually a pretty big, that's not only an assumption, that's an allegation. You're alleging that Fiddlepat slandered you in my DMs. That's a pretty big allegation. Alright, and then, here we got some funny little... I know I already, like, explained the fucking hypothetical, you know, the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. Here's just a little bit of icing on this. What you have on screen right here are the 3 people that, you know, made, like major videos that got under his skin. Mine being the latest. It was Wizard first, and then Toasty, and then me. Missing $10,000 reward. Last seen with a 20-year-old deluxe file. And then you got, you know, lying about Mugen, Toasty in the thumbnail, covering up for proven predators, and then Gone Fishing, defending confirmed files, because he doesn't really have any better rhetorical devices other than that, and that's kind of sad. So then we got, this is my little fun slide. This is what I would like to call the I'm one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet slide. You're a fucking nobody, dude. You'll be remembered as a child rapist defender. You should honestly just give up and delete your YouTube channel at this point. Your girlfriend broke up with you because you're simply a bad person. I wonder what shit she had to put up with that she hasn't told anybody about yet. So this is how it's gonna be? Not gonna take down the video or anything. You'd rather destroy your career over something as small as me saying I'm gonna add you to our friends list, man? If those aren't the hallmarks of one of the nicest people that you're ever gonna meet, I don't know what the fuck is. I mean, obviously. Alright, what do we got next? Yo guys, so as you can see on screen, one time I made a video. It's a good video, by the way, go watch it. One time I made a video taking down these incel groups that idolize school shooters on Roblox, and that has been classified as Gon's school shooter obsession. Mugen even added some little notes for me to share. I don't actually think I put these in the slide. Why are you so obsessed with serial killers? Dude, show your parents the Columbine video you made. Seriously, seriously do it. You think you're so smart. If they looked at your YouTube channel, they'd take your internet away, lol. You won't, because you know they'd force you to see a psychiatrist. You know your entire family would be absolutely fucking disgusted by the shit you do, yet you do it anyway. Again, this is probably one of the nicest people that you're ever going to meet. Now, we got this, which is very trivial stuff, but it's still, unfortunately, something I have to actually cover, because some people that, namely Mugen, don't know what words mean. I never called him a pedophile, I called him a groomer, and he said that groomer is synonymous to pedophile, which they are absolutely not, and you are high off your own supply with that one. You can be a groomer without being a pedophile, and that's exactly what Mugen is. You can groom people that are your own age, They don't need to be children, and that's why, groomer and pedophile are two different words. They mean different things. You can be a groomer without being a pedophile, and you can be a pedophile without being a groomer. A pedophile is someone who likes children. A groomer is someone who grooms people who are emotionally vulnerable. Obviously, there is potential overlap here for someone who likes children and uses their ability to groom people to, get in contact and groom vulnerable children. But that does not mean that they are fucking synonymous. I should not need to explain this, but y'all literally have fucking baby brain. I don't know what else to say. In conclusion, as you can see here, we have, pretty much like what, so ignore what I did because Gone Fishing said sex. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Alright, peace out, bitch.